Yeah?
Oh, what?
Wow.
Oh my god.
Apparently there's lots.
Yeah.
Apparently there's lots in there. That's how stupid we are.
I didn't even look at it.
They bombarded me.
Yeah, because we literally tossed it in. We're like, so you know what the bingo ball is.
This close to my damn face.
Oh my god.
So you know.
So did they beat anything? Why do I think it must be a comp or something? Because if it was like a special veto or something, they would let you keep them.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, it has to be
That's
like...
true. And if
Like-
there's so many of them too.
Like,
Yeah,
I think,
we found like 20.
Oh.
like, I don't know if that other door going
She
to
had her
the
suitcase
thing,
full.
like if there's going to be like bingo,
Yeah.
have to literally match it. And here there's going to be
Okay.
bingo sheets at some point.
Damn. You guys are
Our
good.
theme was like
When we saw
OLG.
when we saw the bingo game, we both were like, "Oh my god, this is
Yeah,
it!"
that's what we thought. Like when we were upstairs waiting, I was like,
Oh, well, I'm gonna be looking for secret POV all week. I'm gonna be grinding. There's gonna be some sort of twist this week or next week. I think there's gotta be a twist. Like this is not a mistake.
I don't know though.
I think it could be.
Just
too obvious?
Thank you. The TikTok wall.
that she
Did you
doesn't
hear
back
about
out.
that?
Isn't that just too obvious?
Braden went and clicked the TikTok wall and
They're like, oh, she went straight back
internet.
then. Her name's like, back out.
I guess, unless the third and fourth of Big D's are. What's going on? Come back to be team captains.
Like, imagine like,
Maybe. Why them? That makes no sense. Why third and fourth?
I don't know. Anyway, what a dumb move. Looks stupid. Okay, so there's this like 5% chance that this is just a smoke screen for a bigger play. 5%.
Why only 5?
It seems unlikely.
I hate that guy.
Yeah. It's just like some of the things he says puzzle me. I don't know if he's just like saying this to like throw me for a loop, but like two of the things that he said in our conversation was open to a back door and I don't want either one of you to go home this week. Two of those things were not needed to be said in the conversation. He didn't need to say any of those things.
Of course.
The other thing was I went up to him and after the knob ceremony just to give him a handshake and he said, go win that POV. Is that just something that you say? Or is that something that
code,
was
yeah.
meaningful? I think it's extremely unlikely. I'm just playing out all scenarios because two of us on the block. Keep it down.
Every
What the
time.
fuck's going on?
It's bananas.
Because two of us on the
Running around.
block is like, is that
Okay.
just too? That's like too emotional. And Kiefer knows this game.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like he's a fan of this game. And you're going to tell me he's making an emotional decision from 7 days ago to put us on the block when he knows damn well if we won, we wouldn't have put him on the block.
The part that made me laugh was just his whole speech. When he was like being such a baby about what Jed said in his speech. And then you say that, like, I was actually laughing at the end. Do you hear me laugh?
I saw you.
Me, I was like-
Jesus. Because I was like upset that you guys were up there. Then I saw you starting to laugh, and I was like, stupid.
Me, I was like,
I was Well, like, it's I so don't know. hypocritical.
I was like,
Like,
I
you're
can't
such
laugh.
a piece of shit, dude. Pick something. You can't just say you're respectful and make it true. I do think that it's just like funny how he like preaches respect and like all the good things in life, and then even after the flip last week where he almost voted to evict me, he was like talking about Stu and I, and we got that from a credible source, who was Tina.
It's like he was going to try to hide it for a second.
He's like, fuck
I
it.
know,
I
it's
just,
like-
I never know who I'm talking to anymore. Like, I'm just like, holy fuck. Like,
Who was Tina?
because I get so scared now about things that I say. I just like,
same.
I'm just like, who's in the room with me? So Tina comes up to me and tells me after the flip that Kiefer's still saying that I'm going after Tina and Tara, and then Stu's going after the girls. So it's just funny how like Kiefer can like talk about stuff and continue to try to play both sides, but then he wants to
saying it's just
preach.
weird.
Then he wants to like preach respect, and
Can't stand him.
No, I don't mean either.
and it's just like baffles me how he's such a fan of this game and he would make a move that's so emotional. Like we have
It's
the
like not a big
numbers.
move at all. It's just like,
And if you want to play the emotional thing, like we kept you here.
Yeah.
should feel more emotionally betrayed by the people that were sad that you were still here until you won. But whatever. It is what it is.
Well, we're gonna talk to him tomorrow before POV.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
let's
I'm gonna sneak in
chat.
there.
So before POV, so basically you guys are gonna go in and you're gonna be
Say what
like,
we said, yeah. Be like, oh,
thanks for
like,
not putting us up.
thanks for keeping true to your word, like blah blah blah, like in the upcoming weeks or like moving forward, like, you know, I'd love to work with you, Kiefer. You know how I feel, and like I know Austin's really like respects and like is really thankful for you like keeping your word as well. And then I'll be like, before the POV, like, what is your plan? Like, if I get picked to play, like, what, like, do you want me to gun for it? If I do win, like, do you want me to use it? And if
Do you
he's
think?
like,
Do you think Braden should go in, or should we go in together?
Good question. I don't know if there's an obvious answer.
What? So are you guys gonna pitch like to work together?
yeah, like I was gonna like pitch, be like, Kiefer, like I like we're always on the outs and it's time, you know, that we finally be on the ends, you know.
Yeah, do
blah,
it.
blah blah blah. Like
Fuck it. Both
I'm
going
really
together.
thankful for you, and I know that Austin, you know.
Maybe we just both go in together then.
Yeah, you might as well. Because then it's like, if you're waiting for
Legit.
Austin to come in at like the right time and maybe she misses the time frame or something like that, like,
Yeah, let's just go in together.
so
God,
that's,
it's gonna be amazing.
and then,
It'd be amazing if both of us stayed this week.
well, this is the best.
I would put him up just so we could rip him.
This is the other thing now. If
and
I
then
get
want
house
him to
guest
stay
choice,
so that it could happen.
Yeah, like you pick one of us to play.
do I pick one of you? Like if we get house guest choice after that conversation, obviously we're gonna have to talk after that conversation.
Yeah.
Do we pick you in that scenario? I mean, it's gonna depend on what he says.
I feel like the only thing that you guys probably could pick me
Yeah.
and be like, you haven't played yet.
Yeah.
I want you to play in one.
Mm-hmm.
Or like all day tomorrow, I'll be like, I hope I get to play in the veto. I hope I get to play in the veto.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, someone please pick me. Do you know what I mean? And then if you get it, be like, whatever, Braden, you can play.
How does the order go? So does HOH draw first?
Yeah.
HOH draws first, then you
And
two.
then us two?
I mean, you think he goes left, right? I think.
I mean, if like by God's grace he draws like one of you, and then Tina, Tara, and then it doesn't really matter who we pick because
Yeah.
we'll just say like just fucking throw it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah, easy.
Or I mean, I guess that depends on how your conversation goes with Kiefer.
I just can't see him being like,
because you, yeah,
I just can't see him being like, oh, throw it. Or I just can't see him being like, don't use it.
because we don't, yeah, and
I
then
think he'll be cryptic.
yeah.
He'd be like, well, I'm not too sure if I want you to use it yet, but definitely gun for it, Braden, if you get picked. And, you know, we can have a chat after. I feel like that's what he's going to fucking say to me.
Do you think he would ever put you up?
I don't
No,
know.
I
That's
don't
what
think
I was saying. That's what I was worried with her, is that if he let's say like his plan is really to just backdoor her, and then I win, he's like, yeah, use it, like,
Yeah.
I'll backdoor tie.
Yeah.
And then I fucking use it, and then he puts her up. I'll look like
Yeah.
an idiot.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's why I think it's important to like
Well,
want to work with them.
Even if that happens, say that exact scenario happened, I think Austin even stays against one of us. So
I don't know though, because Beth will literally be like, get rid of Austin. That's a big move. She's already won HOH once. She almost won again. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
yeah.
Also, Ty said he wants to talk to me. I don't know what he wants to talk about.
What's that?
Ty said he wants to talk to me. I don't know what he wants to talk about.
Did we ever
Talk to
find
you?
out what he talked to Tara about?
No.
He
it was
like,
basically Tara saying that Tara pulled him because Tara wanted, and Jed too, because she wanted to like
Clarify
provide them
whatever.
reasons of
Yeah.
why she voted to evict Latoya when she
Oh.
found out. So the timing. So now all 6 of the stories match up.
Hold on, Tara.
And I don't know why the conversation went for like an hour, but I guess it was just her like letting them know.
Because like at dinner, he was like, "Can I talk to you later?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." Like I literally don't know what it's about. And I don't know if he wants to ask me, because I know Jed talked to me about what happened. I don't know if he wants me to tell him what happened. I don't know. Or if he like just wants to know like what's going on. I have no idea.
So do you think there's a plan in place to backdoor Vic? Is my other question.
With the
what I
weird
don't
back
know.
door, though.
That's what she did. She remember she said he wasn't involved with it. She's like, it's gotta be a bigger move than this. He's gotta wanted to backdoor me. She's like,
I just don't understand. Like, this
Relax.
Well, I would, yeah, that's, if he wanted her out, that's what I told her. I said he would have just put you up. But, like, just to entertain all ideas. Ideally, a backdoor of Beth would be phenomenal. But
That's what I wonder. And also because I think the boys are kind of iffy with her. That they might
you do
be
think
like,
that?
Yeah.
So what's giving you that? I think that as well. But like, what's giving you that impression?
Just like whenever they like talk, they like never include her.
Well,
Tina Terry, the first
we told you about the
House Guest
Untouchables
Choice.
thing,
Would
right?
you rather
Yeah,
us
there's
pick?
that.
Yeah.
And then he was like telling me, because I was like, yeah, like we were just like really torn off at the last minute, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. And then he's like, well, like, I don't know if you guys are working with Kyle and Rowe or working with Tina Terry, whatever, blah, 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 like that very first day,
Yeah.
like yesterday. And he's like, but he's like, me, Ty, and Latoya, like, we're three that would never flip on each other, and like, you guys should want to come work with us. Not once did he say bye.
Yeah, but if you
Do you know what I
guys,
mean?
Who hasn't played
So I was
like
like,
that?
oh. And then I think to her, he told her, like, I want to work with, like,
Kevin, what if it goes Braden, Tara,
Rowe,
House Guest Choice.
Kyle, and then me and Ty.
Fucking show
Like,
your
why are you
cards,
not coming back?
dweeb.
You know what I mean? Like, at all.
Okay, well that's good.
So I don't know if they're just like feel iffy about it and they just want her to go. Or I don't know if that's what Ty wants to ask me about.
And Tara.
Maybe like, so did Beth like plan to see her getting Latoya out? Is that
Yeah,
true?
just make it seem like she's big.
I don't know.
Austin.
No?
Okay.
So I'm not too sure.
Okay,
Maybe
so
my
it's a
conversation
possibility
with Kiefer,
then.
I'd be
Yeah.
as big. Do you want me to?
So
like,
if you
try
guys,
the
if your
boys
conversation
and
goes
the
well with
House Guest
Kiefer
Choice?
tomorrow, pre-POV, and you establish some credibility with him, or like this three-person
you two want to work
Whatever.
pseudo alliance or whatever it's going to
There's
be,
no way he puts either of you up because there's no way he has anyone
then
else
if
that
one of
truly
us
wants to work
wins,
with them.
or you win, or
Yeah.
she wins,
So
then we can float Beth.
Yeah, of course. I'll persuade.
Okay,
Man, KARB is in a tricky spot.
I think that's best case scenario.
And then I can even talk to the boys.
carbs are
Do you
hurting.
think I should show
carbs
you
are
that?
hurting.
Like, there's someone else in here on this game? Like,
Well, that would actually be good. Like
Oh, yeah,
whoever,
kept saying-
or maybe Austin, because they told her that
I you'd want
they
to
wanted
write the
us
six
final
thing, yeah.
six. Yeah, maybe she can go up to him in that scenario and be like,
you're just wondering like what he should do, or I'm
because if you
wondering.
guys want final six, then one of them should come down, right?
Exactly.
We were just saying that if like one of you win the veto, for example, like
One
in
of
that
us.
scenario, you could go to the boys and be like, you know,
Should we,
what
like,
should
use
like
it
what should I
and, like, backdoor
do?
someone? Like, is that something we should do?
Because they were the ones that came to you and said final six, right?
And then they're like, yeah, use it. What's
So it'll
that?
be a good tell from them too.
And honestly, if you use it on one of us and you're scared of like one of you other two going home, you know what? We'll just fucking blow up our own game at that point
Shut
if it backfires.
Stop.
What's
Yeah.
your, but it's like either, you know what I mean? That'd be the only chance. So if he did try to blindside, like Braden uses it, puts up Austin, and it's against Roe or it's against me, we'll just fucking combust.
Stop. Me already said I would go off on Keith. Like, I would rip a strip off of him.
Yeah, and then we'll just combust.
I would
And I'd be
lose my
sobbing.
mind.
Like,
You just go fucking lay in the ball.
I would
pit.
go road times 100.
Yes.
Like, I would be like, oh, you want to be intimidated, Kiefer?
That's what I was going off in that ball pit for a while. My live feeds might be
Yeah, like,
not like
I'm going back. I'm going back to tomorrow morning.
To the pit?
No, to
Oh.
let my thoughts be heard. Because I was just like, I need to go to sleep. I'll come back tomorrow.
Okay, well, sounds like a plan, Stans.
Okay. Well, yeah, keep us posted.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, try to
thanks
make
for
him,
going to bat for us. Thanks for going to too bad for us.
try to make him
Guys.
believe that you actually want to work with them, like
Yeah.
real bad.
we love carbs. Come on.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right.
Do you love carbs?
We'll stagger the exit here, but
Sounds good.
We'll talk to you guys
You guys were
tomorrow.
asking me what we're
Good
going to do.
night. Good night.
good night. Good night.
Good night.
Are you sleeping in Destiny?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
There's something behind the door. Do you see? Ow.
Showtime, baby. Could be the worst alliance of Big Brother Canada history. Could be the worst final two alliance of Big Brother history.
Because that piece
I just wanted to do better than the Shield, man.
who's the shield?
Peter and Alec from season 1.
Oh, were they bad?
No, they got like halfway through.
Honestly, dude, I don't think we're done yet.
Dude, my gut is telling me that this is too obvious and too emotional of a move for Kiefer to make as a fan of this game. Forget what happened in the pantry. My gut is telling me that this is too... Like, I get he wants to preach all of these good things.
But what happens if the person he wants to backdoor wins? Who's the person he wants to fucking backdoor?
It just... Something just doesn't add up. Because, like, who's to say... Like, even if he wanted me out in this situation, and you and I sit on the block at the end of the day, who's to say the boys don't flip it and send you home over me? Like, if he really wanted me gone... And, like... If his excuse to put you up was that he would win the veto and take me off, like, you gotta get picked first. There's 11 people in this house.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, first you gotta get picked, then you gotta win the veto, then you gotta take me down. So if he really wanted me out, put me up against Tara, put me up against Tina. Like, you know, it's just like, it doesn't make sense to me.
And if he's really telling the boys, like, I want floaters out, why would you not put a floater on the block? Because a floater means you don't win shit.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Well,
though,
I find the term floater so weird because, like, I feel like, obviously we haven't won a competition, but I don't see us as, like, floaters.
oh god, no.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, what does that word even mean?
I think it's just you float.
Obviously, it's reference to, like, Tina and Tara, but,
Yeah,
like...
I think it just means you float around, like, which way the wind blows. But
Yeah.